Hi everyone, Yaku from tutortouch here. In today's video, we'll be going over the Bytello OS single sign-on feature, which is this QR code over here, as well as the Bytello Class, which is an online lesson preparation platform allowing you to create lessons or import previously created lessons, add some interactive activities or features to it, and then also present them on the panel without needing to upload or download anything. This is all to do with the creation of your Bytello OS account, which is essentially just linking your school account with the Bytello OS on the panel. So to start, I'm going to quickly scan the QR code. Now for me, it will only ask me to open up a link and then press the login button. If it's your first time, it will prompt you to go either Google or Microsoft and then just follow the steps by linking your school or work account to your panel. Now I'm just going to press the login button. You'll see the QR code will start turning and then the interface will change to how I have set it up, giving me access to all of my applications that I want, maybe some browser links that I have accessible, as well as my Bytello Class account and my online drives. As you can see here, I have both my Google and my OneDrive connected. With that being said, I'm now going to move over to my computer, which is where you will find your Bytello Class online lesson preparation platform. So as you can see on my computer currently, I've already logged in. It's as simple as going to Bytello Class or bytelloos.com, clicking on Bytello Class, and then logging in via the same QR method that you logged in onto the panel. Now this is the view you would see. From here you can create activities, you can import slides, which is existing content that you've already created, or you can create new slides. For today's video, I'm just going to go to library quickly. In library, you'll see there's certain set amounts of activities that you can create, like matching of pairs, gap fillings. And then if you go to slides, you'll see that this is all your content or my content that I've been working on. Now, I can create a new slide. However, I've already prepared a PowerPoint presentation on the solar system, which I would like to import into my account. So on the right here, you'll see it says importing. Once importing is done, the very first option is the introduction to the solar system. Now I can click on it to go into the lesson builder, which will then show me how my PowerPoint presentation has been set up, and then I can add some additional features. So to start off from left to right, you can see there's your page numbers. Syncing means sending the content to the panel. Display is essentially to see how this content will look when it's displayed on the panel. You can add text boxes. You can also add shapes, and this is also how you would then mask or use your hiding of answers. So if I press on mask, you'll see it will go away. Now essentially what I'm doing here is I will be able to erase on top of this, hiding all of the answers. You can also do it the other way around by hiding the answer and erasing it to then add additional or to show the answers to your students. From there you can go over to the next page. If you would like to add media, I'm just going to add a new page quickly to show how to do that. So you can add media from this device, any online devices or your Google Drives. I'm going to do an online video. I've already got my solar system active over here. So if I copy the URL and insert it, you'll see it will link the full entire video for me, meaning I can play it directly from the panel. Other than that, you have tables, also have mind maps. Just want to open up the mind map quickly and show that you do have the option to change the font. So if there's a specific font that you need to use, you can do that as well. Now I would like to add an activity, which is essentially a game, if I can put it that way, that you create. It's an open-ended question. So essentially you input your own questions and your own correct and incorrect answers. Now we are talking about the gas giants over here. So I want to add an activity of, let's say, super classify. I'm going to click on that template and say next. And then my category is gas giants. And then from there, I can go and add my gas giants accordingly. Once I've added them, I can press done. And then that will then come and show you what the activity, how the activity looks. It will also add an additional page. Other than that, you do have your additional activities like your group competitions, as well as the gap filling if you want to create sentences. And then lastly, you do have the rest of your subject matter tools. So if you want to add formulas, add lines for writing, geometry, periodic tables, number counting lines, or functions or formulas, you have the option to do that. Then I quickly just want to add one new page as we are announcing our tutortouch Bytello Class webinar. So alright, Bytello Class webinar. This will be happening on the 6th November 2024 at 7 to 8 SAST. And we invite you all to please come and join the webinar. We will be sending out links, and in this webinar I will also be going into this program in a lot more detail than I have in this video. Alright, so once you've done, you can add some animations if that's something that you want to do. You can fade in, you can add movement if that is something that you would like to see on the panel. Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to press the sync button, and now I'm going to be moving back to the interactive panel and pressing the refresh button. So on my interactive panel, you'll see there's a refresh button. I'm going to press the refresh button, and this will load all of my slides, including the one I've just created. So see, simple and easy as that, you can link certain activities and slides to the panel with ease by simply creating them in your Bytello OS account. Now, once it's loaded, you'll see this is my entire PowerPoint presentation. Now, I have done this the other way around. However, if you want to hide answers for your students, you can do that. Now, we've just put a square across this to hide that for our students. And then we also have access to all of the interactive tools that you would expect on an interactive panel. You also have access to some additional features. So if you would like to use any of the interactive features like the formulas, functions, or planets in your lesson, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to quickly move over to the next page, which is my YouTube video and my mind map. Just to show you guys, if I press the play button, you will be play the video directly in the Bytello Class platform. And then moving on from there, let's say we are talking about our terrestrial planets, specifically Mercury, and we would like to see how Mercury would look. We can add Mercury to the next slide, allowing you to zoom in and out, as well as for your students to come and engage with the panel. Now we can simply move on, and we can keep doing that until we have built the full lesson well in front of the classroom. Alright, so that is everything I wanted to go over today. Here's a quick show of how the game would work. Now, I didn't add too much content because I'm trying to keep the video as short as possible. However, you can then add your own incorrect and correct answers. And then lastly, just going to the last page once again, we do have our Bytello Class webinar on the 6th of November 2024. It will be happening at 7 to 8 p.m. SAST. I look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Yaku from tutortouch.